Hello, Libra, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Here we are, the week ahead reading for you, Libra. This is Infinite Fire Readings, so very happy to be doing this one for you. Nearly at the halfway mark of the year. So, been saying that at the start of every reading. It's true though. It's like, what? What happened this year? Anyway, it's a big year. We all know it's a big one. Anyway, yeah, moving on from that. Libra, this is for you, the week ahead reading. You could just have Libra in your chart. You might be cross-watching for another Libra. All are fine by me. You are totally welcome here, and it's good to have you. This is going to be, for the week ahead. I'm going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot to start your spread off. And then I'll get 5 cards for your situation. I'll get 5 more from this more traditional deck to get your advice. And then we'll get at least 1 Work Your Light Oracle card as well. Libra, so yeah, welcome if you're here. Feel free to join in the conversation as well. I'm still learning all about the tubes at this point in time. But yeah, happy with whatever works for you. Keep in mind as well, this reading is for your entertainment. Free will comes first. These are just cards. It is a general reading for Libra, so it may or may not resonate. Just keep in mind, if it doesn't resonate, it may not be your reading. Sometimes that does happen. So yeah, I'll do my very best though, and hopefully we can get some nuggets of wisdom that pop up for you, which would be exciting. That would make me happy. I just got a Minecraft craving. I know that's really nerdy, but I did. It just popped in there. Gemini and I are working on our kingdom. It's kind of nice. Can't afford a house, but I can build a luxury palace in Minecraft. Anyway, I know that's such a nerdy tangent. I don't even mind. All right, Libra, let's get into it. Let's get into it for you. Okie pokey. What has gone on? I'm going to do it one more shuffle. Sometimes I get really specific, in particular with Libran readings. I don't know why. I think I just know a couple of Librans, and they're such intellectual and just tapped in people that I like to just make sure the cards are going to be channeling things nice and appropriately. All right, let's do this for wow, see? Okay, first few out already. Is that everything? No, that's 5 cards though, and this one didn't flip. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know whether to take these or not, because there's 5 of them, which is what I take. This is the 6th card. It's sort of confusing for me. I'm just going to put these back, because if it was 4, I would have taken them, but this one definitely came out. This is the, sorry, it wasn't, I'll let you, they're the Hierophant, the 3 of Swords in the reverse, the 5 of Cups in the reverse, the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the 8 of Pentacles all in the reverse, if you wanted to know, in case they pop up again. They very well might, but this one definitely came out. It's just too many cards, just a few too many, and I feel right doing this way. 3 of Wands coming up to start with. So pretty cool, pretty exciting. Just gonna, all right, we'll get back into it. Actually, it's not that exciting. I'm just rambling because of all those cards. It's not exciting though, to be fair. It's basically not planning for something though. So maybe you're not planning for things. What are we, how many is that? Is that all of them? Okay, that's all of them now. And they are quite different to what popped out. So I'm glad I put the others back in that this is the right amount of cards that has come out. Okay, let's do it. So what's happening? Sorry, bear with me. I'm just checking something really quick. Sorry, Libra. I know it's kind of annoying. Anyway, we're back. We are back in action. All right, Libra, let's have a look at it. Coming into the spread as well, you might be feeling like quick messages are coming towards you, or you're wanting to deliver communication quickly. Maybe coming up out of a place of feeling feeling disconnected from some kind of fire sign in your life as well. Maybe Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. With the soulmate card as well. It could be someone quite significant to you. I don't know. That could just be sort of what's happening coming into the spread. But quick movement or quick communication happening for you, Libra. Coming up out of the cold. So I guess coming up into maybe you're feeling down and out and you're moving forward now out of things. But maybe there's a disconnect with someone significant. I don't know. Let's look at them. Let's look at them and find out. So to start with, the week ahead starts out with a slow bang. Not really a bang, but you are, Libra, looking to not really planning at the start of the week is the card that is coming up here. Yeah, so maybe just putting things on hold or not really planning for things for whatever reason at the start. It might even just be a day that you decide not to do that. You can read it from the start up to the end of the week, past to future, with the current in the middle. whatever sort of works for you. I'm pretty open with it. But it is sort of time progressive. I tend to view it that way because that's how the story plays itself out. So maybe not planning for something at the start of the week or the sort of past energy. You then have the Daughter of Cups coming into play as well, Libra. So that's the Page of Cups. Pages are generally feminine, receptive, inexperienced, and learning energies. The Page of Cups as well can deliver emotional messages or offer their cup as well, even though they are receptive energies. It's about receiving cups. It's in the reverse though. So you might not be feeling like receiving any emotional cups right now. Or you might, in some kind of situation, or you might not be receiving any emotional cups from some kind of maybe Page of Cups like energy in your life. It could be a water sign as well that you're dealing with. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but it does not have to be. Cool. Well, not cool, just established. Okay. So that is what is going on so far. Right in the middle though of your spread. Yeah. Is this Wheel of Fortune energy, which is beautiful, pretty amazing. This is good fortune, things turning in your favor, looking at what you have, that's good as well. So it's right in your current energy. I really, really love that. Maybe something has just changed for the better in your life, or you're focused on what you have and what's working for you in your real, not real, I don't like using that word, in your 3D world. Because I'm a tarot reader. We see all the dimensions in our brain. So, well, you know what I mean. I'm not super. Anyway, moving on. You get what I'm saying. 3D world, metaphysical, spiritual, emotional. They're all kind of real in their own way. So they all have a part to play is what I mean. So things could be turning for you in your favor in that sort of a sense for you, which is pretty groovy, Libra. Just feeling that and sitting in that energy. I really, really love it. Some good vibes coming up here as well. Oh, I love a good read. I feel like I get a lot of serious reads as well. Maybe not so many good reads, but that's probably because I give advice readings and I'm probably channeling that kind of a message. But sometimes we need some good vibes and advice for those good vibes as well. Next up is the Lovers card. So very good energy. Could be a loving connection that's happening here. Could also be that you're dealing with a Gemini in your life. This is the card of Gemini, and it is also the card of decisions. So you might be making a decision, could be around love or it could be around some kind of a union as well. Don't mind me shuffling and flashing my bra all at the same time. Not the plan. But anyway, it happens. It's a very enclosed bra. It's a very sports bra, so it's going to be fine. So that's kind of what's happening. So maybe good fortune, maybe with this loving connection as well, with some kind of lovers situation, which is nice. Or just a good union or making decisions that, I love it, Libra. It's really, really good. Next up, we have the Mother of Pentacles. Sorry, don't mind me. Okay, I'm back. There we go. Mother of Pentacles coming up. So this is the Queen of Pentacles. Could be an earth sign in your life, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, though it's definitely a possibility. Mothers are emotional, they are experienced, receptive, and feminine energies. And the Mother or Queen of Pentacles in particular is a very stable, material-based queen, established their own kingdom, works alongside the king in a lot of cases as well. So, but someone who is self-made as well. Usually I don't say it like that, but I'm really feeling the need to say that in this situation for some reason. And I am so sorry about my crappy internet connection. It's not good enough. I'm going to have to do some adjusting. I think it's to do with everyone and his cat and dog being online. Anyway, hope we're back. Hope we're here. Sorry about the terrible audio. If it happens, I actually don't know what kind of goes on. Anyway, so the Lovers and then the Mother of Pentacles. So maybe either being this queen-like energy in your life or having someone that is quite, physically grounded, feminine energy coming into play in your life as well. I lost track there a little bit with that disconnect. So let's get you some advice that should bring me back into what's happening. In any case, though, you might even just be taking a bit of downtime and then things are just turning out really nicely, which I really like, Libra. I really like that. That makes me quite happy. So, all right, let's get you some advice. Moving on. We'll get you some advice. I like it. I like the spread so far. It does feel quite nice. Not too sure what this Mother of Pentacles is about at the moment. The other sort of make a bit more sense to me. But it looks like things are definitely turning in your favor though. And you're acknowledging that. I like that a lot. Making good decisions, maybe in your love life or just in your connections or life in general. Yeah, and maybe you could be reaching out to this Mother of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles figure, or maybe just being it as well. So there's a few different options. Let's check it out. You have water and earth coming into the chart here, Libra, and the Gemini as well. So a little bit of air, but Gemini very specifically. One more, and then we'll get into it. Okay, let's get you some advice. Welcome as well if you're just joining in. It's always good. All right, advice please for Libra with this pretty nice spread. I like it. Ooh, it's all flying out. That's more in the upright, so I'm going to take it that way. This one is also in the upright, the 7. Okay, so you've got the 2 of Wands. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense underneath the 3 in the reverse because it's before the 3. So if you're not planning for something, it could be because you're assessing things as they are. That's the advice. Anyway, we'll get the rest of the cards as well beforehand. Interesting with this Daughter of Cups coming in, maybe not receiving an emotional offer. It looks like that's because you can look at your options. Anyway, I'm going to stop jumping the gun and we'll get you all the cards first before we just dive into it. Okay, interesting advice. What? That one tried to fly away. It's funny. I'm looking at it in the upright. It sort of came out in the reverse, though. I think it's meant to be in the reverse. I would prefer it in the upright, but it did kind of come out in the reverse. Not that it matters. I just like Temperance in the upright because it feels really good. Okay, Libra, let's do this. So to start with, maybe not planning for something at the beginning of your week. We established that. The advice is, if that's not the case, if you're not really ready to plan something, you might need to assess your situation and have a look at things for what they are. So before we start planning ahead, we need to look at what we're working with, right? So if you're looking at going on a holiday, before you start planning for it, you might start researching places or looking at your options, you know? So pardon me as well, I scoffed my tea earlier, so it's, yeah, I'm just announcing itself in my stomach. Anyway, who needs to know that? No one. Yeah, so basically this is about looking at your kingdom or your landscape. So if you want to go on a holiday, you start researching options and your availability. And then when you figure that out, then boom, you can start planning for the holiday before you go on it. So this is saying whatever the situation is, you may not be ready to plan for something just yet, but it is about looking at the options in front of you, looking at what's available, looking at your landscape, looking at the different possibilities. That's the advice that you're getting given, and that might assist you with making some plans. So if you're not in plan mode just yet, it could be because you don't have the information yet to make these plans. So that's your advice. I think that's pretty straightforward. Pardon me, advice, Libra. Seriously, excuse me. I'm going to mute my mic when I do that so that no one is affected. Anyway, moving on. Yes, next up, we have the Daughter of Cups. It was in the reverse. So Page of Cups energy, but maybe not receiving some kind of a cup. Might be a disconnect from a water sign as well. It could be happening. Not 100% sure, but in any case, it seems like you're not receiving offers or not wanting to receive offers in some kind of situation. Maybe that's why you're not planning. There could be emotional stuff here as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that could be because maybe you just have a few options. Maybe there's a cup coming in that you don't quite want in some kind of situation, maybe even at the start of the week, because things look real good getting on here. But the advice is unusual. So again, take it as it resonates. Yeah, I'll slow it down a little bit. I say that now. So it could be advice, really, bless for you, Libra, is to look at your options. So if you're feeling like you don't want to receive a cup or you're not getting the cup that you want, the advice is to check out your emotional cup options. Is this the cup you want to drink from? Maybe not. If you're not accepting it or it's not the cup you want, it's probably not the right cup in that way. So you might need to look at your options, whatever that means for you, Libra, and actually just check out the different cups available to you. And that might help you go, you know what, I'm ready for offers now. Or actually, I will take that cup. Thank you. That's delicious. I wasn't sure. I had to check out the rest of the buffet. And now I've gone, yeah, that is the cup I want. So whatever it means, Libra, check out your options. Check out the cup that you want. Check out what's available for you for those cups. And then that might help you sort of figure out or come into a place where you accept cups again. Pretty nice. I like it. Next up, the Wheel of Fortune. Really beautiful energy, Libra. I love it. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I think that you're seeing things for what they are, accepting them, feeling with joy and love about this kind of a situation. I'm rambling. I just think that you're seeing the good, or you're accepting there's been something that's turned in your favor. So we established that. The advice is quite interesting. So it's the Eight of Swords in the upright, which speaks about walking through unknown territory, sometimes with a blindfold on, so not really seeing everything. Yeah, so it's interesting to have that as advice. I read this probably in a few ways, but to start with, if you have had something good turn in your favor, again, don't take this too seriously or whatever. I mean, it's just cards. Take it in your own life for your own situation, right? So you get it. There's just Libra. Is now that things have turned in your favor, it's sort of like a cautionary card a little bit. Sorry about my connection. It's being a bit crappy. Yeah, there we go. It's back. Sorry about that. It can be just to step with caution as you. Caution might not be the best word, but sort of like even be careful who you communicate this fortune. If it's something like big, like real big, this is sort of tread the obstacles that are now going to come out of this with caution, and be aware of the different things that might come up as challenges because of this good fortune, which is a very fascinating card. So I don't quite know what's happened. I mean, even if it's like you've got a job, it could be like, maybe be careful who you communicate that with for some reason, if it's a very specific job, or you know that you're going to get support from here, but maybe not from here. It's looking at that. If it's, acquiring a material possession that you really wanted, it could be to be careful how you go about communicating that, or, being in the new world that you have. You don't want to go flaunting it. Like, that may not be the wisest option. I don't really know the situation, but it is saying with this good fortune, take the time to step through it wisely, to view the obstacles that come with this newfound fortune wisely, whatever those obstacles are, even if it's just logistical. So yeah, that's a pretty interesting card as advice. If it was the sun card, I'd be like, enjoy, celebrate. But this is sort of saying, take care of the practicalities of the fortune that you have. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing there for you, Libra. It's good. It's actually good. I'm giggling in a strange way, but I kind of like it. I think it's pragmatic. It's good. Take another minute. Okay, bless. So the Lovers came out next for you, Libra. So a card of maybe connecting on a loving level with someone, or making decisions around love, or making decisions around unified connections or situations. It's pretty beautiful. It's a great card to be happening. Maybe this fortune is this loving connection. I'm not sure. Seems pretty nice to me in any case, but it is about decisions. You got the Page of Swords coming up in the reverse as advice. This card is an air sign to start with, so it could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Could be you. Doesn't have to be as advice though. So sorry, I know I keep doing this. It's annoying, Libra, but anyway, moving on. Basically, pages are generally feminine, receptive, inexperienced, and they're learning energies. It is shut down. This card actually has a rap of being the spying card, sneaking around, sort of doing that Facebook stalking kind of stuff, if you know what I mean. It's in the reverse though. So, and it's advice. It's not situational. So what you could be happening here, Libra, is if there's some kind of decision that you are making around love, or around a connected situation, or just connecting with this loving energy, this sort of says as advice for one, it could be that you need to release some kind of a younger air sign or a younger Page of Swords in your life. That is an option because it is in the reverse and it is a court card. Could be the case. Doesn't have to be though. I view it like you don't need to learn anything new right now, or you don't need to, I guess, sneak around. I don't really like putting it that way, but you don't need to do that kind of homework on whatever this is. You can kind of just be in it, let it be, see it for what it is. Maybe face value is actually relatively accurate. Again, they're just cards. So that's sort of what I'm getting though. You don't need to learn anything more at this stage or find out any more information about things. So that's sort of the vibes I'm getting, which is interesting advice. Again, very interesting advice. So tread with caution, and it could also be not to communicate about something. I didn't see that before, but because you have this Wheel of Fortune coming into play here, and that's sort of walking through the obstacles with that caution, with wisdom practically, and using the mind, the brain about it as you go about it, not just jumping headfirst into the pool of happiness, but being smart about how you go about it. You know what I mean? The Lovers card with this in reverse could be, don't necessarily communicate with everyone everything that you're going through at the moment, even if it's good. I don't know why. But I guess I just feel like, what if it's some big fortune that's come into your life, and like you won the lottery or something? You gotta be smart with that. You gotta be smart with how you communicate that. I don't know. That's just the vibe I'm getting here. So doesn't have to be though. It doesn't have to be. Who knows? Yeah. And I guess don't comment on that if you are going through that. You're right. I did win the lottery, and I will not tell anyone about it. That's obsolete. So yeah, don't do that. All right, Libra, moving on. You have the Mother of Pentacles coming up next in the upright. This is the Queen of Pentacles. She is receptive, feminine, experienced, emotional energy. Queen of Pentacles is very stable. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your life that you are dealing with. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up as well. I don't know who gave it to me, but I really do appreciate that. That's awesome. I'm also going to learn how to put these streams on my page. Hopefully I figured it out by the time anyone else views this in the post, because I don't know how to do it yet. So if you do know, please feel free to comment. I'm going to YouTube it later. How do I do this? Yeah, it's my first time doing them live on YouTube. Anyway, Mother of Pentacles, you might need to reach out, or you might be reaching out. Sorry, it is situational. So you might be reaching out to some kind of Queen of Pentacles energy in your life. This could also be your energy, Libra, maybe feeling like the Queen of Pentacles. I do feel like maybe it is financial stuff. But there's not too many financial cards. It could just be being stable in your own empire, in your own material world. I like it. And being receptive as well. It's a good energy. It's really nice, nurturing, stable energy. I love the Queen and King of Pentacles. I am a fire sign, so I'm the one suit, I guess. And that's fun and creative and expressive. And we are awesome in that, right? Pentacles suits as well, Libra, can be really just stable and supportive in that way, and give us that grounding energy. Because I know that you're air as well, so it's like if you're an airbender, they're the earthbenders, and there's a balance there. Probably harder for you to do, I guess, but really good energy at the same time. So you get me if you watch the Airbender, The Last Avatar. All right, so we have Temperance coming up next as advice in the reverse. Firstly, card of Sagittarius. It could be that you need to release some kind of connection or information regarding a Sagittarian. Doesn't have to be, but I will put it out there because it is the card of Sagittarius. And it is in the reverse. It is, though, a card that talks about patience, balance, and transformation. So as advice, if you are coming into this Queen of Pentacles energy in your life and you're feeling that stability, that receptivity, coming into a more grounded place, the advice is actually don't focus on needing to have balance, patience, or go through any particular transformation right now. If you have come into some kind of significant good fortune, there might be, a tendency to just dive into the next phase. This almost says just like let it be what it is. Let yourself be where you're at. Don't worry about needing to sort things out straight away. I kind of feel like that could be the case. It could be also, if it is some other energy in your life that has this stability, it could be not to worry if that relationship has sort of patience, balance, or is going through some kind of transformation. It could be just take the energy, take the weight off that right now. There's a few different meanings here. It's a little bit of an ambiguous part of the spread for me, but that's sort of the advice I'm getting. Maybe it makes more sense to you than me. I've known that can happen at times. So I always like hearing about it. Feel free to let me know if it is something significant. I'd be quite curious to sort of know about it. If you feel like it, though, don't feel obliged to share. Let's get you a Work Your Light Oracle card, Libra. Let's get you a Work Your Light Oracle card. Let's see what they have to say. I hope you've gained something from this. I feel good about this week ahead for you in any case. Seems like things are in a good place and you're sort of acknowledging that, and I like that. So I hope if this hasn't happened for you yet, that it does. But, I tend to read energies that that are maybe already coming about. But who knows? Might be relevant later in time. Cards are amazing like that. You can come back to readings and be like, yeah, that vibed. Vibes now, didn't then, So see what happens. Cool. Let's do one more shuffle and then we'll pull you a card. Libra, we'll do it. We will do it for you. Thank you again for being here. I so appreciate all of your support. Please also like this video and subscribe if you like my content. It really supports my channel. I appreciate it so much, and I love having you here. I would love to see more of you. So, yeah, stick around. Makes me happy to read for you, and hopefully you get some joy out of it too. Or it just helps you do the dishes. Again, I don't mind. Whatever works. All right, Libra, what is this card that flew out at me and hit the microphone? Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Boundaries. Okay. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm feeling this. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? At first, I was like, what? What are you talking about? However, if you have come into some good fortune, there's sort of this concept coming out here of walking through it smartly, using your wits about how you go about this, and not necessarily communicating everything to everyone. Also, some kind of like, you might be coming into a new phase of yourself as well with this fortune, and don't worry so much about having that balance. But this is, where do you need to establish better boundaries? So if you are, sort of going through some kind of situation where there's the option of just divulging everything to everyone about your fortune or not doing that, these cards have spoken about treading on the side of caution with that. It's, taking it more logically rather than emotionally. And this says the same thing. Where do you need to establish better boundaries, Libra? So it could be to sort of protect and help, allow what is your light and your fortune to shine by actually establishing boundaries. Really important, people can take from us when we don't really have that capacity to give. Even if you think you do, for whatever reason, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, whatever, maybe it's not right for you and it doesn't help you protect what is rightly yours to shine outward as you wish and as you want and as is right for your life. Take it as it resonates. It's a strong card though. Where do I need to establish better boundaries? Thank you, Libra. This is your reading. I hope that it gave you some kind of insights and advice, or that it just kept you company during this hot to trot Saturday. Don't know why it's a hot to trot Saturday. It is now. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure and an honor to read for you. And sending you light and love wherever you are. I am going to move on now to, I think it is to Scorpio. I think I'm moving on to Scorpio. Pretty sure I am. Pretty sure I'm doing Scorpio next. Have a great space time wherever you are, and I will catch you next time. Awkward sign off occurring now. Bye.